watchers, and welcome to another film review. And I know that last video, I'm sure I'll be alright. I'm sure I'm not going to die, of course, but you know, it's just one of those, you know, it's just whatever. So tonight I've been watching a film called, I've seen this film for Countdown. So this is a film that I really like. I've just been watching Blood. I've been watching it got like 26%. I don't know, still the review. Rotten Tomatoes baffles me sometimes, rating system, but this film's really good. I mean, I've seen it twice. I saw it a while back on Netflix and I really liked it. Saw it on Blu-ray, of course. Directed by Justin Deck, starring Elizabeth Leo, Jordan Calloway, Talitha Bateman, Tichnima Arnold, PJ Brian, Peter Fasinelli, Anne Winters, Tom Segura, the woman in it, oh my god, the nurse, the blonde girl in it, oh my goodness me. One of the best looking nurses ever. So anyway, 2019 film. Actually, you know what? Wow. Budget of 6.5 million, made box office of 48 million. So anyway, so the plot is, at a party, teenager Courtney is convinced that her friends to download Countdown, an app that seemingly predicts how long a user has left to live. Courtney is startled to see it says she has only 3 hours left to live. After avoiding getting into a car with her drunk boyfriend, Evan, Courtney receives notifications stating that she has broken the user agreement. Returning home, she is attacked by an unseen entity and killed as her timer reaches 0. At the same time, Evan crashes his car and a tree branch impels the seat where Courtney would have been sitting. Harris, a nurse who works at the hospital where Evan is admitted, dismisses the case of a supernatural app but subsequently downloads it, only for it to claim that she has only 2 left. She only has 2 days left to live. Evan skips his surgery and is informed by he has violated the user. Dismisses his claims of a supernatural app, but subsequently downloads it, only for her to claim that she has only 2 days left to live. Evan skips his surgery and is informed that he has violated the user agreement. He tries to escape the hospital, is confronted by an apparition of Courtney in a stairwell before being killed by the entity. Quinn finds out that Evan has died. She enters the morgue and checks his phone, which indicates no time left on the app. Concerned that she will die the next day, Quinn declines to go out the family to visit her mother's grave. The app informs her that she has violated the user agreement. Shortly afterwards, after her boss Sullivan harasses her, and I won't say the other things. So let's say it starts with an S, and thwarts her attempt to report offence to her supervisor. When Quinn researches the app, she finds that the similar deaths have supposedly occurred involved using other users, but the public generally considers them to be fake. She attempts to buy a new phone, but finds that the Countdown has downloaded itself onto it. Okay, so this is a film that I really like. It's one of those films that you don't hear people talk about. It's one of those films that it's not like well known. Actually, you can download the app if you know what I mean. There's an app on the. I've just downloaded. I was like, you know, I've seen a bit of beginning of my video. You know what I mean? It's like, oh crap. So yeah, so anyway, at the beginning of this film, there's this party, and of course, you hear about this like countdown, this like app. So anyway, one of the girls downloads it, and of course, she only got hours to live. So of course now she's all kind of like, oh shh. But anyway, she ends up getting to her boyfriend's car. Of course, he's drunk, so she decides to walk home. But then she starts getting a little bit paranoid. She goes home, right? And then she's like looking, and her phone just keeps like going off all the time. And then she gets attacked by someone. This film's got some really well done scenes in it, like death scenes and stuff. Decent budget. Not like a 20-minute, 30-minute movie, but the budget it uses, it's got some really good effects. Some very effective scenes in it that I liked. think of the ring and stuff like that. It's very, very good. Good decent performances from her, Scott. So anyway, later on you meet this gorgeous, really attractive nurse called Quinn, and she works at this hospital course. And anyway, you meet this doctor who actually tries to, like, you know, try on with her, of course. Then she gets blamed for, you know, doing that to him. Of course, she's not very happy about it. And anyway, she's got like, anyway, she lives with her dad and her sister. Mum died years and years ago. So yeah, about her mother died and stuff like that. And it's like, and I like the story. I like the performances. I like the little, you know, a little bit of like performances with the cast. But the storyline is good too. Like, the human side of the story about mum's dad and stuff. And I thought it was really good. This film is not, you know, this film that, like I said, this film is definitely I'd watch again and again. It's really good. I realised that, you know, this film is good though. I mean, it's really good. It's got some great budget in it. It's got some good performances. So anyway, she damages the phone. You know, there's one part of the film where this part was creepy. Me jumped. So when she's sleeping, man, she wakes up. And next to it, this guy's sitting at the bottom of the bed, like, you know, growling, like doing this, looking quite like a demon and stuff. And I think it's the guy who's just died, who got, I think his boyfriend, the girl who got killed, he ends up like, he hasn't got long to live. He thinks he's going to die on the surgery. And of course, he tries to like escape the hospital. So anyway, so some creepy stuff happening where he sees some thing in the mirror. And anyway, so he tries to escape, and this thing locks him into this like stairway where. And anyway, this part was creepy where it's all dark and stuff. And next bit he sees his girlfriend like stand up on the stairs. Yeah, the film's quite brutal actually. It's quite violent. I was sitting there going, Jesus Christ. It does make you jump, it really does. So anyway, later on in the film, anyway, so she ends up breaking her phone. Anyway, she ends up going to this like mobile shop to buy a new phone. Of course, he meets. I like the humour in it actually. I think this film's got some good humour, especially this guy behind this who works in this phone place, and then she uses him later on to actually hack the phone, which I think is really interesting. It's got a really good. I mean, it's a good movie. I hope they make a sequel. And it's definitely anyway. So she ends up getting a new phone next minute. The app gets put her back on that phone, and she's like, "What the hell?" And the guy's like, "Hey, what's going on?" Anyway, so she meets this guy. This like young guy who turns out he downloaded the phone, and they work together like so. You kind of see that they're gonna kind of get together. I mean, you can't blame the guy. She's a very attractive woman. You know, I was like, Jesus Christ, she's stunning. So I have any girlfriend that's a nurse to a real attractive, you know, anyway. So anyway, so there's a lot happening in this film. It's creepy as heck for one thing. It's creeper. There's one scene, yes. Anyway, so they end up bloody trying to work together to go. So they end up going to this bar, and then there's of course they have to read the agreement. They never read the agreement. Like the end of the writing that I never read the agreement thing. So anyway, they get this guy to download it, and who's sitting right next to me, and he's kind of like load of rubbish and stuff like that. And they're like to read the agreement and stuff like that. And so anyway, they find out how to hack it, you know, to cheat a little bit by hacking the phone. So they go to anyway. Before they do that, they end up going to this like seeing this priest. They end up meeting this guy who works in this church, this guy is like a religious guy, and he tells them like, "Oh, I've got, you know, you have to like cheat somehow." It tells a backstory about this like. Anyway, so there's so much to explain in this film. Yeah, there's this guy called Derek who meet at the who she went to buy the new phone from, and so they end up hacking into the app, and they end up adding more life into their finger, more life, and it works out first, but then something happens. Anyway, so they end up spending time together. No, they don't have actually. They're doing it anyway, so they don't actually do it together, but they end up sleeping together. Well, yes, kind of not in that way, of course, but couldn't blame the guy. But then this scene was like creepy as hell. I was sitting there going, Jesus Christ! It had me going when I first watched it. Like, oh, where she's like asleep, right? And the next minute the lights are going off on like, And next minute, it's like an arm going across. You think yourself, oh my god, that scene was creeper. That scene was creeper. I won't add too much spoilers, but that scene was creeper. So anyway, so it happens again that this time the demon, whatever you call it, the supernatural being who, you know, is controlling this app, turns everything back the way it was. So she's only got hours to live, and he has, and her sister's has downloaded the app too. So they realise shit. And anyway, so happens to the guy in it, the boyfriend. What I won't say he's a boyfriend, but I've got a funny thing. Yeah, they do kiss in it. So I suppose in a way they are after. So anyway, so anyway, they end up making this circle, this, you know, to keep the thing away. But the thing actually uses its brain a little bit, like, so the guy in it who, you know, who's with the girl, he told a story that there was like a brother, no, his brother was dying, so he stole his dinosaur toy for it, and that's what the thing uses as a way to wheel them away from this circle. Yeah, so they have to get help from this like priest, of course, to draw the circle, and you know, but this thing's too damn clever. And yeah, I was sitting there going, Jesus Christ, they almost get away with it. Then it just looked quite clever. So then up at the hospital, and of course she has like a brainwave to actually kill the guy who tried to, you know, assault her. She thinks, hang on, he's downloaded the apps, so she thinks if I can kill this guy, I can break its curse. Good job she did actually. If she would killed the guy, she would have been mega. She would have been dead either, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, the part with the hospital, that was pretty cool. That scene was good actually. I like the part where she tries to like seduce him and then kill him, and that scene was good. But the thing is, this thing, so it's like a cat and mouse scene where she's like going after him, right? She tries to seduce him, and then she kind of meet her in this part of the hospital, and he's kind of like bit gullible, of course, but you know what? Attractive nurse, whatever. It's a trap, whatever. So who cares? Yeah. So anyway, so then up at the hospital, and he's looking for her and stuff. And next minute, she tries to kill him, but then it like pulls him away, so it stops her from killing him. And there's a clever. Then the film gets quite clever with the So anyway, it stops her from killing him. So anyway, so the demon's after this sister. And I like the scene where there's a scene where she decides to kill herself, and which I liked. That last bit was pretty good actually. I like that scene. I said that was actually pretty clever the way they did that. And she has this like finger, this like, I can't remember what it was called. I'm not really good with like certain things, to bring her back to life. And that scene was really good. I liked the last part. And when you see the demon itself, it's like, Jesus Christ, it's creeper. Some of the effects are good in this film, I'd say. And the last part was pretty good. The finale, I liked it. It does open for a sequel though. I like the anyway. I think the acting's really good in this film. There's a character in it who plays a father, and he looks very familiar, but I can't remember what I've seen him from. He's been on something, I can't remember what it was, but I like the woman. You know, the acting's really good, and like I keep saying, I like the nurse in it. She's very attractive. There's a very attractive nurse. I'm sitting going, yeah, very good indeed. So yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. I thought the performances are good. There's some creepy, intense moments, and it's a lot better than the way that certain things give it. So yeah, really enjoyed it. So yeah, and the finale was really good. So yeah, what I didn't like about it, nothing really. Nothing I disliked about it. Nothing I thought. I didn't fall asleep watching it. I didn't feel any character. I thought the performances were good. I like the humour in it too. At the same time, it had a bit of like humour at the same time. But I just thought some was pretty funny. What's the over the top humour? If they made a sequel, they'll probably go a little bit over the top, maybe. But I really liked it. I thought the blonde woman in it was really great in it. I think she's fantastic. And yeah, it's a good film. I really enjoyed it. And is it Elizabeth Leo? I think she's great. I think she's just stunning looking. It's just stunning to look at, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. If you see any Portugal, it's not really. I'll give it a shot because I really enjoyed it. I really, you know, it's really well done, really well acted, and you know, it's got some cool scenes in it. Nothing I disliked about it. I thought the performance was good. I thought the music was nice. I like the part where they're talking about their mother and stuff like that, and you know, the scene in the bedroom when they're talking about. She's talking about his mother. No, she's talking about her mother, and he's talking about his brother. And I thought that was really good. Well, the performance is really good actually in this film. I thought it was really good. So yeah, Geek Show Next, very good. It's very, very good. And that last part was really good. So yeah. So what? So like I said, nothing I disliked about it. I really liked it. I liked the last part. Disney with about the grave and stuff, and there's a little bit of a phone call, you know, a bit of a twist out. And then you think, so, is it over? I don't think so. So yeah, the last part was good. So the rating I'm going to give this film is a 4.5 out of 5. Yeah, I said it, 4.5 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. Not very, very appreciated film kind of type of movie, but you know, it's a good movie. It's one of the best art films I've seen, horror films. I think I've seen quite a few of them, but it's one of the best ones I've seen, I think. So 4.5 out of 5 for Countdown. It's the final countdown. So any people going to go off now for go to my channel. Have a nice day, have a nice week. Take a little selfie and enjoy my video, and it's the final countdown. Thank you very much.